The Less You Know is a comedy news podcast. Listen as your hosts turn headlines into punchlines. This podcast contains adult humor and language, so it's not for the faint of heart, nor the faint of age. Seriously, folks, if you faint on us, that's on you.
Hello, and welcome to the podcasting equivalency of buying a game, a really quirky and fun game that you already own on another system because it came out on this new one.
Bitch.
I'm Brandon Babcock.
I'm Andre Lamilza.
We all know you're talking about the Switch. Also, I'm Nicole. Sick Rodriguez. I'm sick.
And this is the Less You Know.
Hi.
How you guys, I mean, I know you're sick. But
Yeah,
how you guys doing?
Ooh, you know?
I'm pretty good, kind of.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
I'm all right.
I'm fine.
Good temperature out. My lungs feel pretty good. My throat feels pretty good. My ears feel pretty good.
Yeah.
No, that's
My
good for
nose
you.
feels pretty
Same
good.
order.
No.
Nose, throat.
All of the above. Terrible.
Nicole,
Mm-hmm.
I've been hearing when something's been going around, and I want to know if you have this.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have ligma?
Oh, yeah. Are you suffering from
Disease.
ligma?
I know what that joke is, you stupid fuckers.
So,
I
no?
wasn't born yesterday.
No?
No, I do not have ligma.
Okay. Okay.
Thank
How about
God.
Bofa?
No.
Okay.
What are you trying to do right now? Take advantage of my weakened state as if I don't know.
Optimize.
Optimize meet my meme beams. Space fire.
All right. Well, okay. So this isn't exactly targeted everyone's favorite segment that they don't remember from like 30 episodes ago. But this is local news, I guess. I was on Facebook, as I do occasionally, less nowadays, but still on that Facebook. And there was an Adult Swim sponsored ad for Battle Chef Brigade Deluxe. And I was like, oh, chill. That game looked all right. And I just happened to open up the comments because I was wondering if anyone had anything interesting to say, which they never do, but I thought I'd try anyway. And a bunch of normal stuff. And then suddenly I saw this photo. And I will explain this photo to people. It's a stock photograph of someone handing over like a little dime bag, and then someone handing them in the foreground a $100 bill. But it has been photoshopped to have a NASA logo inside the hoodie of the dealer, and a little taxpayer written out on in macro text on the hand, and a little speech bubble coming from the NASA man saying, "My cartoons are the dankest." And the cartoons supposedly is this dime bag that have 3 Earth globes in it, and it says once you go flat.com in the bottom right corner.
I'm so confused what it's trying to say. Like, is it for or against Flat Earth? And are they trying to say NASA wants Flat Earth, or NASA's trying to tell you not Flat Earth?
NASA wants you to believe in Flat Earth. I have
as a conspiracy.
As a conspiracy.
But NASA doesn't want you to
Nope.
believe.
Yes,
That's the
they
point.
do.
He's
That's
like,
part of the conspiracy.
It's trying to say that it's profiting off of your stupidity.
Yeah. Wake up, sheeple.
Oh my god.
Like, it's kind of like, oh, the person that wants you to believe, like, legit space is also the same person who's making you realize that it's not real space.
So, right
That's
underneath
a really
that
weird
image
way to say it.
was another image, and
What
it's
is
a guy in front of a
this?
globe, and there's some macro text on it that says, it is photoshopped, but it has to be.
Like,
and that's
what
a quote.
does that mean?
I don't know what it means. And then underneath it, it says, data visualizer and designer Robert Simon, Mr. Blue Marble is his nickname, apparently.
Mr. Blue Sky.
He's
I'm
the
assuming
guy.
he's trying to say that any photos of the round Earth is photoshopped.
Hmm.
Like how people always say, like, oh, that's a photoshopped flat Earth.
Yeah.
But he's like the opposite, like, ooh, there's no such thing as a round Earth. It's
I'm just
photoshopped.
I'm so confused. Like,
I like that
It's so
flat Earth.
confused.
It's like a common theme on our podcast.
So
I hate that it exists.
Rob Simon actually works at NASA. He's a coworker of yours, Andre. And he's part of this conspiracy.
I don't usually talk to him. He's that guy that kind of like brings his own lunch and sits in the corner of the lunchroom.
Oh, and stinky lunches, I bet. I can tell looking at his face.
Yeah, he's the piss boy. He's the guy that smells like
pee-pee man. No. Pee-pee boy. Mr. Blue Marble pee-pee pants.
Get him.
As if this wasn't enough, there was a third image right underneath in succession to that image.
Oh
and
my god.
Is amazing. So, this one is a versus, sort of like a pros and cons, but it's flat Earth with a dome and then the round Earth. And so, on the flat Earth side, let's go left, right. Andre, you're not sick. You're going to be for the round regular Earth that we know and love. So, dome, abundant resources.
Circle, scarcity.
Dome, cyclical energy.
Circle, limited energy.
Say sphere.
Sphere, limited energy.
Circle is flat.
Sphere. I'm just gonna say globe.
Globe. Yeah, that's
globe.
Fine.
Global warning.
No global warming. None here.
Globe. Insufficient.
Insignificant.
It's just shit. I'm sorry. I'm a little out of it. I'm recovering from last night.
Oh.
I won't say off of what.
Oh no!
It comes from the earth, nature's bounty. Continue.
Gets mistaken with maple leaves.
Yep.
Yeah, globe.
Insignificant on a cosmic scale.
There you go.
Dome? No aliens. Globe? Aliens. What?
I was gonna get out of here.
I had to get to aliens. What do you mean?
Is that a positive?
What?
No aliens?
You're right. Is no aliens a positive?
Because it's like, do you want to be alone in the universe, you crazy fuck?
Well, because the thing in the flat Earth, there's like nothing other than the flat Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's ridiculous.
Also, flat Earth, no evolution apparently somehow.
Round Earth, evolution.
What? Hey, guess what? Flat Earth, no Big Bang.
How does that figure?
Creationism, I guess.
What in the fuck?
Round Earth, Big Bang.
Dome, free energy, dude. It's just all over the place. Abundant. I tripped over some energy yesterday. Hurt my face falling on some more energy.
Round Earth, theft and taxation.
Well, guess what? We got equality for all on this dome.
Round Earth, politics.
Politics, just in general, like as if it wouldn't exist on a flat Earth. I hate everything.
Wait. If that's a huge flaw, because if we are in a flat Earth, there shouldn't be politics. They immediately just dismantled their own argument.
The next one's my favorite, I think.
Dome created by God.
Round Earth, we came from monkeys.
God, it's just so stupid. Doesn't evolution cover that? Sorry, I'm just...
No, you're right. You're right. But I gotta get to this photo underneath this photo that has Trump at a desk surrounded by other people having signed something, and they all have dollar signs in their eyes. Well, and it says NASA, 19.5 billion, and then a picture of Dr. Evil from Austin Powers with his little finger up to his mouth. 19.5 billion. Like, what the
dollars? And this is flat Earth. What difference does it make? I don't get what they're trying to argue. I don't understand this picture.
That's the title and should be at the top.
To be fair, we did send a check out for $19.5 billion.
Did you attach a picture of Dr. Evil?
We sure did. That was actually my suggestion.
So fun does not end. There's another picture underneath this, as if
no one can
can't get enough. No one can prove we are spinning on a sphere.
Spheroid
Earth. Why?
Sounds like I wrote this.
Oh my god.
It's because since childhood you had nothing but gloves shoved down your throat. This is called predictive programming, and everything is about the globe. Get it?
Oh my God.
We have global news, global warming, golden globe awards, etc. Repetitiveness. Cause this is
globular fever.
Globular fever.
I have a globular fever right now.
Which means anything that's a globe is automatically accepted by the victim who is not aware of reality and therefore accept CGI as reality. True story. Smiley face.
I believe this. Mostly because of the spelling errors.
I love this a lot because it doesn't end. There are 6 photographs in a row.
And this is attached to. Okay, let's just go, circle
Return to
back.
the origin. Yeah.
This is under a picture of what again? Say it. What is this under?
This is all on a targeted ad.
A Battle Chef Brigade. That's right.
For Battle Chef Brigade Deluxe. Now on PlayStation 4.
I completely forgot where we started, too.
So, photo number 5.
Let's read this new one, yeah.
If you defend this openly admitted CGI Photoshop, probably because, they made it look, they cleaned it up. They cleaned up the image. It's what you're doing. Consider yourself successfully brainwashed.
Oh my God.
It almost feels like they're saying, if you defend Battle Chef Brigade, this open-minded CG Photoshop.
A weird place for a, this
it's just
rabbit
so
hole.
Weird. Why are they choosing... Why? I don't understand.
So, the last
it's
and my
be
favorite...
Bots, right?
It has to be bots.
That means Facebook's definitely still not doing their job after they got harassed by the Senate.
They're too focused on other things. You gotta stop these flat earth bots. So, my last and favorite photograph is one of those 80s generated pictures that says research flat earth. Which,
God, what is wrong with people? Like,
tickled me to no end. And I was curious because each of these images had 1 like on them, and it's by the person who posted them. Which was pretty good.
No surprise there.
And, if you were to go to onceyouGoFlat.com, it just takes you to Facebook.com/onceyouGoFlat, which is probably...
You always go back because you realize it's wrong.
Yeah.
More of the same.
Once you go flat, you always go back because fuck that shit, and you're not brain dead.
You always go back because you roll across the entire Earth and come back to where you started.
Yeah.
Because you came back because you went to where you...
Because the Earth is not flat, you goddamn pieces of shit. I'm so done with them.
The mental gymnastics required to explain flat Earth is incredible.
Pretty stupid.
Oh. So
pretty
yeah.
Dumb.
I want to say something real quick. I was looking for a weather app to use.
Yes.
And I guess iTunes, I've learned after looking at a bunch of these reviews, it's just because the iPad has no weather app native to it for some reason. Yeah. I still don't understand why.
There's a few weird things like that. Like they don't have
There's no calculator on either?
Yeah. I think actually iOS 12 adds a calculator, if I'm not mistaken. I could be very wrong. Ooh. But it took them forever.
I don't know why we didn't have it before. Too powerful for the iPad.
Yep.
But yeah, so I was looking for them, and I realized that iTunes has to put one of the worst reviews when you're looking at the initial first 3, and it made sense because I'm like, they don't want a bias, they still want you to be able to see the bad review and a good review before you start getting invested in it.
Right.
But and I was like, I guess I'll read each one, and going through, and I found this one, and they each have a title, almost on iTunes you can read it a title it'll say a summary of what you want, a TLDR kind of thing. Broke, stepped on it, my bad, or something like that. But this person said, "Build me up just to break me down."
Yes.
1 star. They're known as the Mr. Mrs.
The Mr. Mrs.
And I was like, okay, I wonder what I'm in for with this. Downloaded WeatherBug app about 2 weeks ago and really liked it, and then the update. Initially, I was quite impressed and pleased with the push notification weather alerts for the severe weather. I especially like that the weather alerts would push up to my phone at least 15 minutes before any other, even local weather apps, and that they even had a dangerous storm warning notification, which was correct every time I received it. Huh. The widget worked wonderfully as well and was probably my second favorite feature. Enter the update. It completely killed everything I enjoyed and appreciated about the app. I've not received a single push notification since, nor has the widget been functional despite deleting the app and all its data from both my phone and App Store account. The widget simply asks that I open the app and agree to TOU and PP, which is not even an option. You agree to the TOU upon initial launch of the app, but that does not give the widget functionality. I also dislike that I am unable to remove the township that the app has deemed my home/current location and set it to the correct area as it is mistakenly locating me in another town. Sadly and disappointedly, I'm deleting the app permanently unless the next version, which seems to be released monthly, redeems this debilitating flaws and restores the app to its previous performance and reliability. Developer's response: Hi there! We are really sorry to hear about your bad experience. We definitely want to look into this issue and make sure that it's corrected. When you have time, please send us an email to iPhoneapps@weatherbug.com so we can use and understand the problem better to try and fix it for you. Sorry for the inconvenience. We appreciate your feedback.
Hooray. God.
I love overdramatic.
Me too.
Good dramatic reading of a complaint about an app.
Yeah, just broken down.
Jesus.
Just broken down.
He's just so fed up. Why don't you just not, bud?
That's gonna become our.
He's gotta let the people know.
That's gonna become our call to arms here at the Less You Know podcast. Is you could just not.
You're just not though.
This guy's like the weather app version of Flat Earther.
Oof.
He's gotta let people know.
Yeah.
He's gotta let the people know. I don't know, man.
He just posted like a picture of a storm cloud with words all over it. But they put it under like a Shovel Knight game review.
God, I mean, sorry for that guy, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
I guess weather will always hit him when he least expects it.
I have local news.
Ooh.
It's I went to.
That you're sick? Oh.
Well, that was at the top of the show. So, but last night my brother took me to the Comedy Store, which is like this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this like famous venue for comedians and stuff. And
Which brother? Andrew or the other one? I forgot the name. Chris?
My older brother, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
My little brother just kind of chills in his room. But
Like any unmotivated teenager.
yeah, pretty much. It was great. But yeah, when the two big headliners were Joe Rogan and Chris D'Elia.
Yeah.
And I like both of them. They are
Yeah.
good, especially Chris D'Elia. Chris D'Elia is like, he's a real funny dude. He's like he was on the show for a while, and then like he did this podcast with Will Sasso.
Oh, I love Will Sasso.
And Brian Callen, and like.
And Will Sasso was in the 8th Doctor movie for Doctor Who. And I cannot like separate Will Sasso from that one role. All of his lemon jokes, like his video, doesn't even come to mind.
Is he actually in that?
Yes.
What the fuck?
Have you seen the 8th Doctor movie?
Which one?
Why am I asking you this? Every single friggin'. So the 8th Doctor happened between classic Doctor Who and current modern Doctor Who. It was not televised. It's from the 90s. It takes place in America. It is a treat.
Oh.
Yeah.
The fuck?
When you're not sick and I'm in town, finally, let's watch it.
Yeah, that would be rad. Like, what
Yeah.
the fuck?
It's a crazy movie. I love it.
Yeah, it's weird. Tried to brainwash it out of my head.
Yeah, the Comedy Store is real good. And they make really weak Long Islands, though, because I had 3, and I didn't feel nothing.
God, that is inverse of what I expect from a Long Island. Long Islands are those drinks that knock you on your ass time and time again.
I have a feeling they make drinks that aren't that strong because they don't want people to get fucking sloshed at the comedy show.
And then harass the comedian.
Yeah. That's really good. Especially at those venues that make you, like, have 2 drink minimums. Like, they'll have the open mic, and then it's like, 2 drink minimum, and it's like,
yeah.
Come on.
And so it's like, yeah, it's they had a 2 drink minimum.
This is designed for me to heckle you.
Yeah. So I have a feeling, I don't know this, I'm not trying to throw them under the bus or slander them, because they're great. But they probably make drinks that aren't that strong. But it was very good, and it was very funny, and I laughed a lot. But the downside to that is it definitely exacerbated my sickness.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a lot of fun. That was a thing that
Nice.
happened.
Yeah, I never been to the Comedy Store. I hope to one day go.
Yeah, it's like really close to the Laugh Factory. which is another like comedian place.
Yeah. That one's an iconic one.
Yeah, well, both of them are.
What's the other one?
The Comedy Store.
I actually haven't heard of that one.
Really?
Yeah, that one's just as big. It's
I don't think I've ever heard that one. I've heard like Laugh Factory, Chuckle Hut.
Chuckle Hut. Fucking what? That sounds like a fake thing.
So does the Laugh Factory.
The Comedy Store. And like
they all sound fake.
And what was the one in New York? The one that Louis was there recently, and everyone was mad. I don't remember.
Mad? Oh, Louis C.K.
Yeah.
I thought you meant a different Louis.
No.
I'm like, that guy's an angel.
No, not that
Not
one.
Louis C.K. listeners, it's a different Louis. Louis Zong.
Very nice.
He's a very good boy.
But
the only Louis you should like at this point.
They're both monsters, but one's a monster of like productivity. The other one is kind of just the type of monster that masturbates in front of women who don't want you to. So
yeah, whatever the fuck that place was. I don't remember.
Comedy Cellar.
Damn it. I remembered it as yours. Damn it.
Yeah.
That one's more believable than the other ones.
Yeah, it's in Manhattan.
Sounding.
It's good. But yeah, so that was my adventure. Oh, so there was like a big car crash right next to us when we were standing in line. Not right next to us, but it was like
visible.
Pretty close. Oh, sorry. Pretty close to where we were, and that was interesting. Yeah, it was fun. It was a fun time.
So I still have the Once You Go Flat Facebook page open. I scroll down a little bit, and they did have one good point. Mm-hmm. So they have a picture, and it's a doctored photograph that has the Tesla that was sent into space, and then Vin Diesel in a separate Tesla next to him in space, and it says "fake and ridiculous."
Fake and ridiculous. Oh my god!
Like, if I believed in flat Earth and someone was claiming they sent a car into space, I would think that's a little fake and ridiculous. Like, I get that it's fake and okay, not fake, but it's ridiculous for me as just a normal globe believing person.
Well, yeah, no one expected one day to go like, "Hey guys, Elon just shot one of his fucking cars into space."
Guys, I have a question.
I have an answer.
Do you? No, but I have a question. Let's live in this world. Let's say we find out, without a shadow of a doubt, they were right and the Earth is flat. What would you do?
What do?
Yeah. How would you feel?
I would.
Right?
I'd probably just continue on with the rest of my life.
It doesn't change my life, really.
Yeah.
I'd just be like, I'd probably be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then I'd probably want to learn about it, but I'd probably just casually do that as I go about my normal day.
I would want to know why it was hidden, because no one can agree on why the conspiracy exists. So I would be really interested in that. But
like I said, I would just be waiting for like lectures or videos while I'm working at work like normal and watch it on the internet and just be like, oh, there's a live stream discussing why it was hidden and blah, blah, blah. And I just listen to it and go, okay, cool.
God.
I don't know. I mean, the thing is, like, I think it's because none of us, the average person, doesn't go out of the Earth atmosphere. I think at the end of the day, no one really cares what it looks like from the outside.
Sure.
So I think the average citizen would just, well, someone from NASA, I do care, but but another reason why I would just sit there and read it, watch it on my computer, because I'd just be like, we covered it up.
Good job.
I don't realize, like, they're like interviewing people. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go watch it on a stream when I'm at work, and I'm watching it on a stream, and then I look at the stream and I realize that they're filming me, and I'm actually the one at the table, and they're like, sir, why would you answer us? I'm like, hold on, I'm watching this. And like, that's just a view, and I'm like, no, I look great. Just have to keep watching. Are you ever gonna tell us why you guys hit the Earth? It was funny.
It was funny. Oh boy. That being said, the Earth is definitely a sphere.
Yeah, so that's pretty safe to say, I think.
Totally.
Fuck off.
Says the scientist from NASA.
But you have the most to win from claiming it's real.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta hand out those flat Earth drugs from earlier.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into some instead of world news, let's call it global news today.
Yeah.
I got that one.
Yeah.
Oreo launches hot wings and wasabi flavored Oreos.
No, that sounds awful.
I sure hope that's part of the lineup on Hot Ones Season 7.
God, no. God, no. Speaking of, I did watch that Jeff Goldblum one, and it was
It
was
treat.
very good.
All of you out there listening to this, go. I don't care if you like Hot Ones. I don't care if you hate Hot Ones.
It's a channel
Jeff
on
Goldblum.
YouTube.
It's a channel on YouTube. It's interviewed with celebrities and stuff, and they eat hot wings and answer questions.
If you've been married to your wife more than 7 years,
yeah,
you need to watch this and understand how you should still be loving your wife.
Yes, because Jeff Goldblum talks about his wife in a completely
oh my god,
like banal question about shoes. He has a look in it. You can see him getting erect. Like he gets ripped into a
so thirsty.
He loves.
He is my wife.
He's like, oh, he's like, oh, she wears like this long dress, and
he just goes quiet for like 5 seconds.
He low voice, and he's just like, he's like, you see her like, she wears these little sneakers with these like the low cut socks under the ankle, and she's wearing her long dress, so it just shows off her long legs. And he's like, and then it's just, he's like, you just the skin between the legs and the shoes and the dress, and he's like, oh, and then he just like blanks out.
He does.
He blanks out for like 5 full seconds at least.
Oh my god!
And he just has this look in his eye.
And then he's just like, oh. After that,
after
and they
7
just
years,
to another.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, excuse me, did he just like let it loose?
Ooh.
Like,
oh yeah.
God.
Then I'm also like, okay, Jeff Goldblum has a very specific leg fetish because he was really talking exactly about where that dress cut off and where those socks cut off. He even said like right at the ankle.
Oh yeah,
like he was like low cut socks right under the ankle.
He was visual. He was having a moment.
Yeah.
I love that so much though. I can only hope that one day I can be married to my wife and still want to tear it up that bad. Like, come on, dude. Straight
couples, gay couples. If your partner.
Yeah.
If you've been with your partner more than 7 years, you ain't talking about their legs as thirsty as Jeff Goldblum.
Yup.
And you're doing something wrong.
Absolutely. So these Oreos.
Yeah, the Oreos.
These
Oreos that are a mistake. Let's just get that out of the way.
Disgusting Oreos. Are any
peanut?
I can't eat sugar right now, but are either of you going to go out and try these Oreos?
No,
I don't eat as much sugar as I used to, actually.
I'm trying not to now.
So
I'm boring.
Listeners, if you can eat that, eat it and let us know how badly it affected you.
I don't know. It's weird. The older I'm getting, the more healthier I'm eating, which surprisingly enough, LA makes really, well, I guess not surprising, but LA makes really good healthy food, like tasty healthy food.
Yeah.
Where I get like healthy food in like other states, it's always just kind of
Yeah.
But like LA, I think because LA's had it for so long, they've like tried so many different ways of making healthy food delicious.
Yeah.
But they have a lot of image conscious people.
Wait, in LA?
No, right? It's so crazy.
Oh. Scientists could never predict that. Peanut butter, cherry Coke, and birthday cake Oreos have come out with a lot of pretty crazy flavors in the past, but the next two are going to tell you about
Peanut butter's not crazy
really
though.
Something else.
Birthday cake, not a stretch.
Yep. So, all the time. Cherry Cokes, but
that
almost gonna sound like you're just taking a medicine Oreo.
Yeah.
I love the taste of medicine.
No.
You're weird.
I'm one of those kids who was like, "Give me more, baby," and they're like, "No, you'll die." I'm like,
You're so strange.
I actually agree with Brand.
Hell yeah,
like,
Nicole.
You both like the taste of medicine?
I like the taste of like the cough syrup stuff, the pink stuff.
Yep.
I really like how it tastes. Like, I don't mind it at all. Like, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
It's gross. How can you guys like the taste of
I don't
medicine?
know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like, I actually need to go out and get cough medicine today. So, I'm looking
enjoy
to it. Yeah, enjoy. Enjoy.
Sickos. You perverts.
You're going to like the way it tastes.
I guarantee it.
Medical perverts.
So, are you done? Or is there more of the article? I keep on.
Fuck Oreos. No, Oreos are great, but not hot wing Oreos.
I think whatever we got around this is better. So
okay.
Yeah.
So, are flat earthers being serious? Yep, I kept on looking up flat earth stuff. So this article...
The flattest episode.
This article goes in hard. It kind of tries to look at flat earthism through flat earthers' eyes. And so, flat earthers are like, all they do is write off the fact that the concrete evidence that Earth is spherical. And they apparently, Nathan Thompson, who is a known flat Earth conspiracy theorist, approached a man he said was a NASA employee in Starbucks in mid-May 2017.
Shit.
With proof, going, I have proof, NASA's lying. And there is a YouTube video of the exchange that has been taken down because of violating YouTube's policy on harassment and bullying.
Thank God. I really don't want to be on YouTube.
I really wanted to see this video of you getting yelled at by a crazy person. But, okay.
It happens all the time.
There are some weird things that this has demystified for me by saying that Earth's day and night cycle is explained by positing that the sun and moon are spheres measuring 32 miles, 51 kilometers, that move in circles 3,000 miles above the plane of Earth, which is the most insane thing I've ever read because Texas is 5,500 miles wide, and the sun is closer than Texas is wide? What do you mean?
That means the sun would be like right above the ground.
We would all be dead.
But the sun is only 32 miles. That's the thing. It's tiny. It's small. It provides light for the entire universe, but maybe not.
So he's trying to justify that what you see in the sky is actually literally how big the sun is?
Yes.
God.
That means I could reach my hand up and grab it.
32 miles isn't very far. You could go up into the sun. You could literally get on a rocket and go into the sun. Without breaking the atmosphere, really. Like,
go in a hot air balloon and go to the fucking
Is he stupid?
What the heck?
You could paraglide into the sun. Is he
fucking brain dead? What is he talking about?
Well, like spotlights, these celestial spheres illuminate different portions of the planet on 24-hour cycle. Flat Earthers also believe there must be an invisible anti-moon.
Mm-hmm.
Anti-moon?
That obscures the moon during lunar eclipses.
Oh my god.
I love the anti-moon.
The anti-moon. What is that?
Wait, so like they're more inclined to believe that the sun will hide behind. Like they're like, there's no way I could believe the sun could hide behind the moon.
But I
believe that I believe that hold on. I believe, but it's I want to get this straight.
Yeah.
They won't believe the sun going behind the moon.
Correct.
But they will believe an anti-moon will go in front of the moon.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's invisible.
They're believing in an invisible moon.
Yeah.
Shit, they're finding out all of our secrets at NASA.
Because if it's not clear to you guys, I'll just send you this quick GIF of just the sun and moon rotating around the flat Earth. So,
where's the anti-moon?
It's invisible, dude. I just read that it's... What do you mean, it's invisible?
Pixar didn't happen.
So I'm not sure how an invisible moon can eclipse. Anyways, so furthermore, Earth's gravity is an illusion. The Earth accelerates upwards at 32 feet per second, which equals out to 9.8 meters per second squared. Driven up by a mysterious force called dark energy.
Oh my god.
Some magic is involved now.
Like... What? Is he a wizard, or is he trying to talk to a scientist? Like, I don't...
Yeah.
He was trying to talk to me.
Yeah.
So, flat earthers believe photos of the globe are photoshopped.
I don't remember him talking about the invisible moon, the anti-moon.
Yeah.
Actually, I do. It's actually real.
Why wasn't this in local news?
If I would have brought it up, then it would have been local news.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to embarrass myself. But Brandon's doing it for me.
Yeah. Sorry to, like, kind of at you, like, subtweet you this.
It's fine. It's about time people knew about the anti-moon.
So, more than just the globe being photoshopped in photos, GPS devices are rigged to make airplane pilots think they are flying straight lines around the sphere when actually they are flying in circles above a disk. The motive for the world's government concealment of the true shape of the Earth has not been ascertained. But flat earthers believe it's probably financial. Probably has to be financial.
Wait, a plane can fly straight all at once, whether it's on a flat or round. Also, you would never know if you're still flying straight. I can't tell which way the hell the damn plane's facing when I'm on a round Earth. I just know at some point it turns, and I know where I'm somewhere else.
Yeah.
Our politicians don't even Trump. Yeah. Doesn't even know the difference between up and down. You really think that politicians can hide something this big? Like, it's so ridiculous to give him this much credit.
It's that fancy man Trudeau. He's the best.
How do they think that how possibly do they think that any organization could keep something this big. Unless you're in a fucking anime, that's not a thing that can happen. Like,
dude. So D. Marble, a conspiracy theorist, brought a spirit level aboard his flight from Charlotte, North Carolina to Seattle, Washington. So a spirit level is just your normal type of level with a little bubble in it. And he put it on his little tiny food board. What are they called in planes?
Tray tables?
Tray table. Thank you.
Yeah, tray table.
Food board?
Food board. He recorded a 23-minute and 45-second time lapse. And guess what?
Mm-hmm.
It didn't lean forward like the nose would be currently compensating for the 5 miles of curvature over 203 miles of flight. So, of course, it's all a lie.
It's gotta be.
It's all a lie.
Maybe you should learn science in the first place.
I should have known.
God, what
Maybe
an
you
idiot.
should learn science in the first place. So, the last thing that this article really made me realize is that Shaq actually walked back his claim that he said on a podcast. He said he was just kidding.
Yeah.
But
he did say he was just kidding. I remember we cleared that up a while ago.
Okay, I've forgotten, but I thought that was it was a nice little. God, it's a lot, man.
Okay.
A.K.A.
Oh, where are the drugs?
I have. Oh God, you predicted what was coming up.
Segment. Hey, it's funny when Nicole brings up segments, they come back, but when Brandon brings up segments, it goes away.
No, Brandon can't do it. Okay, so I have
his get obscured by the anti mood.
Oh, I have this. Nicole does what Brand don't. Thank you.
Nicole does is that Brand don't.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
It's a throwback. Okay, so I'm gonna do where are the drugs? So like, it's a short segment, and then I'll do and then I'll do it.
Where are the drugs? Where are the drugs?
And then I'll do an article. So I have a thing. All right,
you can't have two.
One. What
segments count as your session?
But my actual article's really gross and interesting.
You can do it later. The podcast ain't over.
All right, fine. Okay, so you have to guess both.
Okay.
The drug and the receptacle.
All right.
But I will tell you, they found 147 pounds of it.
Ooh.
And
in what?
And it is. I'll tell you whether it's one big object or a bunch of little ones.
Ooh, yeah, that's important.
So it's a bunch of little something.
Okay.
And when I say little, I mean it doesn't have to be like tiny, but it's just like it's hidden through multiple of the same thing.
Ah.
So.
Who guessed first?
Okay.
Also, wait, let me see if I can say where. Costa Rica.
Costa Rica. Okay. I think I got mine locked in.
Okay.
Multiple things, and how much is it?
147 pounds of it. So guess the drug, guess the receptacle.
Okay, so it is a drug.
Yeah, it's always a drug. It's where the drugs.
I'm gonna guess it's coca in Bibles.
In Bibles, okay.
I guess what they're in also.
Yeah.
Shit, I ain't gonna be anywhere close. I'm gonna guess.
It's just fun.
I'm gonna guess. I feel like Coke is just one of the most common things that is usually taken.
Okay.
You don't have to guess different.
But I'm
you
gonna
could win on a technicality.
I'm gonna go to the marijuana.
Okay.
Marijuana.
I'm gonna say we're stuffed in.
Okay, so I'll give you a little more.
I'm playing Animal Crossing, so
it was shipped from Costa Rica.
Yes.
And ended up in a market in Madrid.
Ooh, a market. Okay, there wouldn't be Bibles in the market. I'm gonna have to change half my answer.
That's fine.
Allowed to change
That's fine.
All right.
Yeah.
They put the Coke. They put the Coke in limes.
They put the lime in the coconut.
Nope, different this time.
They shook it all up, or they snort it all up. I guess I'm gonna say. I'm still just gonna stick with marijuana just to be different, but I'm gonna say marijuana, and I'm gonna say it is in watermelons. I don't know.
Ooh,
okay.
Mellow. We both went fruits.
Yeah. What did you say, Brandon?
Yes.
I said Coke is in limes.
Coke and limes. Okay. Well. Okay. What's interesting is, Brandon, you guessed the right drug. It's cocaine.
Yes.
And both of you were kind of close because they were in hollowed out pineapples.
Oh, dang, it was a fruit. That's crazy.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You want to know something? I literally was either going to choose between pineapple or watermelon.
Yeah.
That would have been fun. That
But
would
I
have
was
been
like,
neat.
these are both stupid, and I just said, well, what's easier to usually commonly
Yeah, it's a little
hollow
bigger.
out? And I said it's usually a watermelon.
Well, that's more suspicious, you know. You gotta be more paranoid. You're like, well, they'll expect it in the watermelon.
I'd be a bad
Watermelons break easier. too.
Pineapple.
The only thing I'm good at hiding is the existence of the anti-moon.
Also, you hide them in a watermelon, and Gallagher's around. Ooh, boy, buddy.
Oh my god, you're
Oh,
fucked. Every police station has a Gallagher. Just in case. They clone him. He's a really necessary part of the force.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm drinking apple cider vinegar, by the way.
Oh, heck yeah. I got some of that for my bad stomach.
It's for my sinuses.
All right, Andre, what you got?
Sorry, I'm too busy picturing him smashing watermelon.
It's good.
But then the Coke comes out.
All right. Delhi Zoo to install human cages in tiger enclosures to catch visitors who fall in.
Oh.
Does that happen a lot? You couldn't just
That's how they feed the tigers.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was a zoo in India, but I did see a video of someone just falling into a tiger pit.
Why don't they just put up
Guardrails? I don't know.
Yeah, like what?
They don't even have rails at all from these photos.
I know.
There were no rails in or minimal rails at the Korean zoo, which really surprised me.
Yeah, like it's a place where kids go and there's big, strong, dangerous animals.
Depends. Do kids die more in American zoos or do they die more in
I
Korea?
bet they do.
Yeah. I don't know. But like at least American zoos have guardrails.
Delhi Zoo is introducing the cage after a visitor fell in to its white tiger moat.
And it went viral. Which was good for business, but more people fell in.
Was that the one where the tiger jumped down, like carried the guy by his head?
Oh, shoot. Yeah, I think that video. I'm just making a joke, but yeah.
It's terrifying. Right. Yeah, it like grabs the guy by the head and like just pulls him around, like away.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Like a limp body.
Jesus.
He's not dead though when it grabs him either.
Ugh.
It's really weird. This was back in 2014. So 4 years later, the students were leaning against the moat separating the enclosure from the visitor gallery when he fell in. Vijay, a male white tiger, then dragged him out of the moat around his tree-filled island before attacking him. The 20-year-old Indian man eventually died of his injuries.
Yeah.
The zoo owner said that the human-sized cages will be installed in the corner of every tiger enclosure as early next month.
So you have to outrun the tiger to get to the cage?
Yeah, like what?
Yeah.
The fuck?
They
That's
will
not
allow
gonna
anyone who
help.
falls inside the enclosure to take shelter until they are rescued.
That's such a bad.
After 2014's attack in the zoo installs ropes, ladders, and firecrackers, but officials say that they felt they needed more safety measures. Ultimately, we settled on the idea of human-sized cages. Delhi Zoo's director, Ryun, I think Sang, told Times of India. So yeah, they want to put human-sized cages in zoos.
That's a bad idea. It's a bad idea. I'm gonna say it.
Yeah, you can't have a battle zoo like the one me and Brandon run with human-sized cages.
Like what?
Humans fighting the animals are some of the best parts of the attraction.
Yeah, like bitches just have better like rails. It's not that hard.
Give them weapons.
Give them weapons.
Give them weppies.
Like when they fall down, the wall behind them is littered like gladiator style.
Oh my
a bunch
God.
of different types of weapons if you're choosing to defend yourself against the tigers until someone comes to rescue you.
Wait, it's weird. There's a spot on the wall that's already empty. Wait, hold on. That tiger has an axe. That tiger.
Finally, I get to use the weapon of my choice.
Let me ask you a question. Anyways,
do you like being in a cage?
Are you feeling just fine?
Someone's just like, Jesus. There's.
I win. I win.
Someone let me out of my cage.
Mr. Blue Sky. So
that song can go two different ways.
I know.
Someone let me out of my cage.
Time for me is nothing because I'm counting no age.
Or the other one.
I know.
So this here is a first for the Less You Know. This is my first dueling article. So there is a high chance that I will mess this up. So, on the left, much like was teased in the beginning, this fight is headlined by the Flat Earth Society. In the right corner, Popular Science, with 10 easy ways you can tell for yourself that the Earth is not flat.
Uh-huh.
I will go from the frequently asked questions page of the Flat Earth Society.
Okay. Why it is flat?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Drum roll.
Okay. So, people have been to space. How have they not discovered the Earth is flat? Well, the most commonly accepted explanation of this is that space agencies of the world are involved in a conspiracy faking space travel and exploration.
Naturally.
Popular Science actually has nothing to counter this, but they do mention the fact that with the horizon, like that just wouldn't happen.
Yeah. No
so,
shit.
I don't know how that hasn't blown up all the Flat Earth spot by just seeing a horizon, but I digress.
I just want to be like, one of them should just keep walking straight forever. And be like, bitch, if it's flat, there would be an edge, you dumbass. Like,
Well, they'd easily just say, oh, I must have got turned around at some point.
I didn't read this in the article, but what is central to the dome flat Earth idea is the North Pole.
Uh-huh.
Around the entire outer part of the flat Earth is a 150-foot tall block of ice called Antarctica. Only 150 feet tall, mind you. And part of the conspiracy is that NASA guards these walls to make sure no one falls off the edge, which is awful nice of them. Because I would just let them. I would just let them. You know,
also,
I'd be there to push them.
What proof do they have? Like, they don't have any. What are they talking about?
What do you mean? Well, you're talking like that doesn't make any sense, and that flat Earth people are being unreasonable.
You're right. I'm sorry. I should consider.
Don't be so judgmental, Nicole.
I know. I'm being very narrow-minded and bigoted. I'm so sorry.
So Popular Science punches back. Images from space. Past 60 years of space exploration. Launch satellites, probes, tons of photos. Flat Earth Society. Photoshop, dude. Photoshop.
Photoshop, yeah.
So,
totally.
Flat Earth says, well, okay, how is circumnavigation possible? Because, you know, like, how do people go?
Yeah.
Around? How? And so the way they explain this is that you go in a big circle around the North Pole. It's simply that. Though, very recently, update, May 1st, 2018, there was a Flat Earth Society, and one dude at there posited that you cannot fall off the flat Earth edge due to a Pac-Man effect. That is right, people. You go so far one way that you come back the other.
That's so dumb.
That's teleporting.
Does he know how stupid that sounds? Does he have any idea how fucking... Oh my god.
Which is dumber, Nicole? 150-foot high wall of ice called Antarctica or Pac-Man effect?
You know what I'm saying? I'm picturing like I want like a heart feel good movie, like something that like wins like tons of Oscars. It's gonna be like Chris Evans probably gonna star in it. Like they're like, oh, it's his first role after Infinity War, and he like character dies or whatever.
Yeah.
And there's just like they're like, you got to see this movie, and it's like at first it's this guy who's like doesn't believe in the world is round. I can't think of an actor who I feel like would probably play that kind of crazy guy role.
Yeah,
Charlie Day.
Fine, this is the guy who plays Charlie Day.
Charlie Day Charlie Day plays
Charlie Kinney?
Charlie Day.
Or whatever his character's name is.
Yes. Charlie Day plays the bum, or like the bum, but the conspiracy theorist, and he's like all upset, and he like legitimately believes it. And it's like in the beginning of the trailer, people being mean to him, and then he's just like, hey, leave him alone. And he's just like, I no one believes me. It's okay. He's okay. And he's just like, I just wish I could prove it wrong. And like in his man, Chris Evans, like, I'm gonna nicely help him realize the truth so people don't have to make fun of him anymore. I'm gonna do a good deed. So he gets like these, he has a friend of a friend of a friend somewhere where you can get like NASA tickets. He takes them into like space. He takes them all over the world. He has them like, here's your own camera. You can take your own pictures. You can feel it for yourself. And like, the whole movie, he's like, they're having, like, they bond and have this great adventure, and at first they don't like each other, and then like they get over that one character arc near the climax of the film. He starts to realize like he's about to learn for real this time, but if I do this, he'll be shattered as a person. He won't be the same person. Like, I'm gonna destroy his like the glimmer of childlike wonder in his eyes, and it's like all sad and dramatic. And he's like, do I take him to this last event, or do I? And he's like all excited because he's like been really getting into this, and he's just like, if I do this, it might ruin everything. And like the dramatic music plays. That's like in the trailer, and then there's like starring Chris Evans and Charlie Day in I don't know, Flat Earth, my heart. I don't know.
My only punch up to that is at the beginning, the announcer says, "In a globe," just specifically to mess with them.
Yeah,
in a flat Earth.
I thought you were gonna say
in a dome.
See, I thought you were gonna say like Chris Evans' character goes to prove to Charlie Day's character that the Earth is a sphere, but then they figure out, oh my god.
No,
like the Earth, do a national treasure.
That's not Oscar worthy anymore. That's not Oscar worthy anymore.
and Charlie Day is like, I told you, and then it becomes a whole adventure.
Yeah, that's a whole different movie, and no Oscars are awarded.
Yeah.
I'll rush through the rest of this. So, there's tons of things like, well, why isn't the Earth round if other galaxies have been made round by gravity? And then they're like, well, gravity doesn't exist. The Earth just goes up 32 feet per second ad infinitum, dummy. And they're like, well, hold on.
God.
Well, what happens if you just look at a flat, if you were higher on a flat Earth, you would still see to the same point. But with curvature, you see farther. And they're like, man, shut up, dude. And so, they finally, into this page, hit back with this. Flat Earth Society. Okay. Objects cannot exceed the speed of light. Doesn't this mean the Earth can't accelerate further? So, due to special relativity, this is not the case. At this point, many readers will question the validity of any answers that uses this advanced, intimidating-sounding physics term to explain a position. However, it is true. Hey, dummy, it's true. It might not make any sense to your small pea brain, but hey, dude, Google universal acceleration, because the relevant equation is V over C equal tan H parenthetical AT over C.
Got him.
If they use an argument that nobody will fucking get, they totally will win. It's so dumb.
They win. Yeah. So, my favorite thing on this page is, as a passenger on an aircraft, how is it I can see the curvature of the Earth? And there's a whole paragraph, but the first sentence is, quite simply, you cannot.
God.
How can I see the curvature of the Earth? Hey, dude, you can't.
You can't. You're dumb.
Because that is on Popular Science. It's like riding a plane. But guess what? They're like, nah, you can't see curvature. Your eyes are lying. Just like the government.
Just like the government.
So
This is why the hit future movie is going to be called Why Can't You See?
Why can't... There we have our title.
Starring Chris Evans
and Charlie Day. Boom,
It's going to be a hit. This controversy is going to blow this franchise up.
It could be a real movie.
Go The Room.
I'm serious. I believe that this movie would actually win an Oscar and do good. It's just like one of those movies where like you're trying to help that crazy guy, but then you realize that crazy person sees something in the world that you don't.
Yeah.
And then you're like, do I break this? Like, am I a monster?
Yeah.
Then he's just like, but I was Captain America once in the Avengers movies. I had to fly all over the world for those roles.
Warning, this is really fucking gross.
If it's super duper gross, we'll have like an entire article at the end of the episode.
Yeah, I think it's really gross, but that's just me. The article is, man has half his nose cut off and his ears removed because he wants to look like a living skull. There he is.
That's great.
I really don't want to look at this picture now. Although I know Valerie would get a kick out of this.
He's 22 years old.
This is amazing. Of course he is.
I haven't looked at it. Can I look at it now?
Yeah. I mean, it's just a dude with his nose cut off and no ears.
Yeah. Wow.
It's, he spent 2 years undergoing extreme body modifications in a quest to change his face.
What is going on with his mouth?
He has put up with a host of gruesome and painful procedures, including one to remove the lower half of his nose and another to take his ears off.
Why does he want to look like a skull?
But it doesn't stop there. The heavily tattooed artist.
What's happening to his mouth?
He has a tongue that's split in half and tattooed a blue-gray
to look
color.
like teeth? To look like they're his teeth?
Sort of, I guess, including black eye sockets on his tattooed on his face. Yeah.
Yeah. Around his eyes.
This guy's just
gross.
I mean, look, I'm always gonna say you do you.
But fuck
I ain't gonna shame
that.
I ain't gonna shame body modifications.
Oh no, this is
yeah.
Oh, he looks like an alien creature in this photo.
His efforts to transform his appearance and the spooky results started after his mother's death.
Yikes. Yikes, go bikes.
Looks like a spooky alien, spooky scary skeleton is what he's becoming.
He changed his last name to Skull, so that's something.
God.
I feel like this was in him all along. I feel like that's just what allowed him to get the courage to finally commit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he says, I just feel good the way I am, so shit, dog, I guess.
That's why I don't shame body modification, because
But
that's
this
just
is
what makes him
nuts.
feel happy.
This is nuts. I'm allowed.
You?
Look,
It's
he can
nuts
do it.
to you.
He can do it, but I'm allowed to say it's fucking gross and nuts.
You are allowed to say that. I'm just saying that he ain't harming nobody.
Sure.
Except your eyeballs, I guess.
My eyeballs
and like
himself,
any impressionable young child walking down the street seeing this and being scarred for life.
Hey, kid's gotta learn that this is just life. And learn to get over his post-traumatic stress of seeing a human skeleton walking around.
Your ears and your nose are also to like not let bacteria not get so in there so easily. So this fucker's gonna die.
He still has a canal.
Yeah, but
which is just gonna be full of bacteria, and he will die at the age of 23.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, we evolved a certain way for reasons. I mean, the throat being our breathing canal is kind of not ideal, but
No, evolution is not intelligent design. Because if it was intelligent design, we wouldn't breathe and eat out of the same tube. Unlike dolphins who do. Because if that's the case, dolphins are much more intelligent design than we are.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Because our body should have a tube for breathing and a tube for eating, and then we would never choke.
But I guess when we were evolving, we didn't choke a ton, so it didn't matter.
Evolving doesn't make a choice.
Well, no, but evolving is based on choices. The people who don't die from choking, or almost die from choking, per se, live to have...
I guess for me, I don't see that as most of a choice. I feel like that's more of just I die or I don't.
I didn't say the word choice. You posited what I was claiming was a choice, which it sounded like one. It did sound like one, I give you that.
Y'all, let's just all agree, this fucker's very strange looking.
Oh, yeah.
And leave it at that.
Skull's off to him.
Skull's off to him. Anyway, I'm sick. I want to light
Take it away, Andre.
Haha.
Astronauts find a hole in the International Spaceship. Plug it with thumb.
Oh.
Yeah, I had that article before I decided to just do Flat Earth stuff. It's good.
I'll give a bonus. Florida man arrested for giving his girlfriend a wet willy.
That I got no more about, though.
Yeah,
I expect both of those in next episode. Please and thanks.
You got it.
Strange one.
Oh, I can't believe that the sun is so close, yet Texas is so wide.
Yeah, very strange.
Who would have known?
Who would have thunk it?
Who'd have thunk it? Read the thing.
All right, where the fuck is... I'm looking for it. I didn't have it open. Don't forget, you can email us at tlkpod@gmail.com or contact us on Twitter at tlkpod. Send us your local news, world news, questions, spooky stories, even scary experiences, or even your own dummy dunkers or Neil game. Also, don't forget to tell your friends about us. Some of the best promotion you can do is tell your best friends about us. Help spread the word of our podcast.
Jesus.
Uh-huh. Tell your friends to tell your friends about it.
Yeah.
Whatever. We'd like to give thanks to Josh Tomar for our intro. You can find him at Tomoto on Twitter. He's an amazing voice actor. Go check him out. We'd also like to give thanks to Macross8299 for letting us use their song Outro featuring Young Abe from their newest album, Sailor of 2 and Agashima Island. You can check those songs and more on Bandcamp, SoundCloud, and other sites. Follow them at Macross8299 on Twitter for more info. Also, at the end of every episode, everyone except for maybe the first couple in the beginning of the podcast has content at the end. Either stuff we cut out that was stupid, or things we purposely wanted to put there, or bonus things that we carried over.
There's we have a strict no free ride policy on this podcast, but I'm willing to break that from across 8299. He's been nice enough to let us use his music. Well, he has a new song that came out August 31st. Check it out everywhere his music happens to be. It's called Fresh, featuring Flamingos. It is a fun, funky summer beat.
Yeah.
You don't want to promote him.
Like I said at the beginning, we have a strict no free rides policy, but he's been nice enough to give us his songs ad infinitum. So
we have a strict no free rides policy when that person's not doing anything for us, but they're doing something.
It's good. It's good.
We always promote them because we don't have to pay thousands of dollars.
Well, the moral this episode is...
We love you, Macross8299. Please let us continue using your songs. No, what's your moral?
My moral is, wake up, sheeple. All the world's the stage, and stages are flat.
Oh my god. That's terrible, but wonderful.
My moral is the world will forever be changed the day you find out about the anti-moon.
The anti-moon.
His job is to make it so you can only not see the other moon.
It's an invisible moon that somehow blocks them. I don't get it, dude. What do you mean?
The way it sounds like it's just invisible on one side, but not on the other.
It's invisible till convenient. Oh, invisible on one side.
Yeah.
Like the dark side of the visible side of this anti-moon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that the name of the episode? there was something that cracked me up.
The invisible side of the anti-moon.
The visible side of the anti-moon.
God.
I don't know if I want to put anti-moon in the title, though. That's like a huge reveal.
That's fair. Well, as always, I'm Brandon, Mr. Blue Marble, A.K.A. Piss Boy brings his lunch to work, Babcock.
I'm Andre. Don't got his shit together this episode. He's got a case of the ligma.
Fuck off. And
Lamilza.
Ligmilza.
Also, I learned because you fuckers skipped me.
I'm Ligmilza.
You took a little bit, Nicole. I'll edit it back in. Just kidding. I'll keep it here. Who cares?
I don't know. No, I'm sick. I don't need to keep up with anything.
It took too long. Now your candy's gone.
That's what happened.
You guys are talking. Anyway.
What did you say?
No, I said I didn't do the moral thing.
Do the moral.
But I'm tired and cranky and I'm sick. I'm not going to.
Okay. Is that your name? This episode?
Yeah. Rodriguez.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's always less you know the better. I gotta fix that. I say as always twice in the outro.
As always.
Yeah.
This is the less you know. You stop saying that.
Less you know, the better. I've started this last 3 episodes, but
did
I say Andre at the end?
The better.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Or you said Lamilza at the end because that's your last name.
I'm gonna give you a free, clean Lamilza. That's still being recorded, so you can do whatever you want with that.
Andre Laspilza.
Andre Lasagna.
This is all on the other side of the outro. I hope you guys know before the bloopers even kick in.
Andre.
This is the other side of the moon. The other side of the
the visible side of the podcast.
The dark side of the podcast.
They say if you play Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon, it will reveal the information that the world is flat. Thank you. That is. If you play
you left your recording on.
I did. If you play it backwards, and layered over each other 10 times.
Say if you play The Less You Know backwards, it's actually better.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Because then you don't have to listen to this.
Oh.
Peace. Ending podcast.
I'm stopping it.
Blooper time.
I'm cut this part out, but I'm surprised that the weed is still kind of affecting me. Like it was like last night.
Yeah.
I cut that out.
Think outside the box here.
Magical marijuana. Ba-da-ba-da-da. That's a Cats reference.
And
who else is excited for that Cats movie 2019 starring Taylor Swift?
Better cut out all of this dead air.
Oh, I'm cutting all of it out. That's why I'm just talking about Cats the movie.
Most zoological parks abroad keep.
My entertainment from this podcast is trying to listen to Andre pronounce difficult words. It's very fun.
This is there'll be a Wikipedia someday for a podcast. Andre's illiterate. All right. Hold on. I gotta sneeze. No, it's one of those ones that are coming. Oh, yeah. No. Yeah. No.
So the article is.
No, wait. No, we're okay. We're good.